Welcome back, Ultimate DIYers, to the second episode of the Blues Brothers Death Cart Rebuild Project at Stroker's Ice House in Dallas. Today we're going to rebuild the Blues Brothers, the Death Cart, and a few other surprises. So the very first thing I had to do was go ahead and dig the Blues Brothers mannequins out of Rick's storage area in the back of the building. And they were in extremely bad shape with big holes all over them and a lot of sun damage, cracks. One of the hands was totally broken off and missing. So I used two types of fiberglass, one that has the glass actually in it already, and one of them that was more of a Bondo product where you put the fiberglass sheets down. So the first order of business is to do a lot of sanding and prep work just to get ready to be able to put the fiberglass on. Look closely and you'll see a huge hole under the arm of this one, and it took a huge amount of fiberglass to fill the hole. There was a lot of small cracks. That's one of the reasons I used the mixture that has the glass already in it, and I had to fill in all the little cracks before I could paint. This was extremely time consuming. Well, now that they're all sanded and prepped, I decided to go ahead and mount them up on the cart and paint them in place so the paint wouldn't get scratched. Oh, and I still don't know what I'm going to do about that hand. And if you also notice, the cart's already got its first coats of paint. I just don't have all the stickers and things put on it yet, and the lights have not been mounted. Not only did I attach them with cables, but they have 4 bolts that go through the steel and that have nuts that hold them on from the underside inside of the death cart. Oh, and by the way, my helper here actually works for Strokers. His name's Pancho, and he's one heck of a worker. I don't know if he realized what he got himself into because there wasn't a lot of room to work, and that cart's a whole lot higher off the ground than the video makes it look. So I'm not going to bore you with all of the details, but I'm going to mount the Blues Brothers, go ahead and paint them, figure something out with that hand, which you may have already had an idea if you paid close attention at the first of the video. And then I'm going to light everything up, including all the other mannequins, do a little stage work, get it all lit up. And the entire second part of this episode is going to be dedicated to the light show, letting you see what the mannequins look like at night. At this point, we actually have them mounted by their feet, and now we're running cables and using the turnbuckle system to get them tied down to the roof so that they can't just fly off. And by the way, the cart is also cabled as well, and it has a locking wheel mechanism that keeps it from rolling. Here I'm doing a little bit of the painting, and you'll notice I had to use the forklift with a skid to actually stand on because the cart itself was so close to the edge, it didn't give me much room to actually work. Oh, and I'm still not real sure what I'm going to do with that hand yet. And Rick wants me to tie a skeleton to this thing somehow. So now I'm trying to put the lettering on the front of the cart that says Human Remains. And I did use just the regular square letters with the white backgrounds and ultimately hated them and ended up heating them back up and scraping them totally off. You'll also notice here that I did get the sunglasses mounted. I had to cut the ends of the sunglasses off that go over the ears and place them inside of those holes on the side of their head and glue them into place. But at this point, they are fully painted. The only thing I'm missing is that hand. Well, at this point, the cart's about 90% done outside of taking the lettering back off and putting some stickers back on the sides, just doing a little finish-up touching. And I still have to figure out that hand. But now I'm going to go to all the other mannequins and start putting the lights on those and fixing them as well, including the mannequins all around the stage area. If you want to see how I actually install all the lights, look under the playlist for strokers and you'll find the episode where I installed all the lights in the front of the building. It was the exact same way. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the install. So what I'm going to do now is shut up, turn up the music, and give you a night light show.